was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. I'm a believer. Down in my mind. I'm a believer. Down in my mind. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm a believer.
Good evening, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, the program will begin in 10 minutes. So please fill up your plate, fill up your glass, and make your way towards the stage. Let's fill it in. And most importantly, Diane Kaplan, within 5 minutes, please find your seat. The only time I get to tell Diane Kaplan what to do. 5-minute warning. 5-minute warning.
My name is Emily Eden Shaw.
Whoa. Did
What?
I miss the memo?
What memo? Actually, I think you did.
I was told we're supposed to dress up as animals from the Silver Salmon Camp.
Well,
I'm a bear. Look, see? Bear.
Well,
What animal are you?
Well, I decided I didn't look good as a salmon, and I wanted to rock my favorite Diane look. How do I look, guys?
All right, you've obviously never emceed with a gay guy. You don't upstage a gay guy. Hold on to my microphone.
Okay, let's see what he has in store. All right, Trevor.
Twinsies, we are the Diane twins. Wonder Twin power. Woo! How do I look, Diane? Do I look like Diane?
Do we look like Diane? Who's rocking it better?
Oh my God, look at all these people. This is awesome.
It is so good to see everyone tonight. Welcome. This is going to be a fun night full of festivities. And we just want to say thank you so much to the Anchorage Museum for donating this beautiful space in honor of Diane. So thank you to the Anchorage Museum.
So you can't tell because unfortunately we couldn't project it, but you're not the only ones in the room. Can you feel the spirits? There's about 100 people on Zoom. We couldn't do Facebook Live because I was told I'm too old for that.
Too old?
Well, old people look at Facebook,
He just turned 50, you guys.
Do I look 50? No. No. I look like Diane. We won't, anyways. So we have about 100 people on Zoom tonight. So wave to the Zoom people. We do want to include them. So people on Zoom, what we want you to do is pick your favorite word that describes Diane. Remember, we're going to say some of these out loud. We cannot, you get it. Appropriate words, right?
Absolutely.
So let's see. Everybody put it, tenacious. I love it.
Splendid.
Ooh, better than splendor, right? Come on, people, more. Oh, visionary.
Dedicated.
All right. Alaskan all the way.
Busy.
Busy. They said busy. Oh, my God. Well, keep those coming because all this is going to be recorded. There's going to be a book put together, right?
Yeah. Oh. Hold on one second.
All right. I love you, Diane. Wish you all the best in your next chapter. And thank you for all the gifts and mentoring that you shared with me and my staff and so many people here. I just want to thank you and give a shout out to Eleanor. Of course, this is my second reprise of the Ode to Diane. How oft at banquets, receptions, and parties, filled with bright movers, shakers, and smarties, we've heard Diane wax poetic of someone, her gift in free verse, sonnet, or song, heralding feats, impacts, and progress hard fought that this person accomplished to improve our lot. How privileged we are to return the favor, to tell of her gifts, her achievements to savor. For she has great visions, ideas, and plans, and all you will fulfill them. Oh, yes, you can. Her methods to get you engaged in the cause, convenings, emails, texts, and phone calls. And if you don't answer, reply, or show, beware. She'll find you, because you're not allowed to say no. Because people are suffering, can't get access to care to fix cavities, cancer, addiction, despair. She's a woman of contrasts. Let me explain. Picture hip waders, fishy pants, big jewelry, slaying salmon in the rain. While she asks you your strategies and plans to address how someone addicted would get treatment access. Because the family of an alcoholic doesn't know who to call. But Diane does. So now 211 shares recovery resources for all. Whether in the Rasmussen boardroom at the big round table, or in the wild of silver salmon if you're able, or at any convening where she's present, soon you'll discover it's all about helping Alaska recover. Domestic violence, child abuse, homelessness, no problems too tough to wrestle and battle. Or if there's enough, collaboration of sectors, grass tops, and grassroots will reduce the harms to our people, so we must not be mute. She's the world's best promoter, connector, campaigner to showcase Alaska's strengths and also what ails her. At Diane's invitation, big funders fly to see Alaska in person and invest in our causes before issues worsen. She can fundraise like no one, get money from a Scrooge, and connect the pool resources into issues, small and huge, that will improve Alaska's government, nonprofits, peoples, and land, whom dearly she loves, and so demands that we innovate, advocate, and of course finance solutions to what plagues us. Leave nothing to chance. She wants you to use your power and donate your money, your voice, and your time. Heck, she might even commandeer this reception to make us call legislators to get Juneau in line. Love you, Diane. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. All right, always in Diane fashion, wherever she goes, we have to do a selfie. So you all move in close.
Get up and let's do a selfie, everyone.
All right.
Come on, guys. Let's get in. Come over here. It's going to go in the scrapbook. Come over here. Come on, guys. I'm going to start calling people out.
Come on, we need the third Diane in here.
Come on. All right. Now, on the count of 3, everyone says, Diane. All right. 1, 2, 3. Diane! Woo!
Thank you all. Oh, see, y'all don't mind getting close to us.
Yeah.
So, we do have a very special guest in the room. Once again, it is not Diane. It's somebody different. For those who may not know, we were thrilled to be able to have Diane's mom with us, Eleanor. Eleanor, my best friend.
My best friend. She's my
best friend.
Eleanor, you're my best friend.
My best friend. We'll argue later. Eleanor, thank you so much for coming here. And I heard you had a wonderful trip. I'm just wondering if you could quickly share what is your fondest memory of Diane in Alaska, and keep it PG.
Well, forgive me for my gravelly voice, but the first time I came up to Alaska about 40 years ago, Diane had recently been a resident here, and she had a couple of friends visiting from California. They were a couple, and the guy, the young man was kind of a studious kind of guy, and he was totally consumed with his new contact lenses. They were just out in the market, and that's how he was functioning completely into those lenses. And we go for 3 days to Denali. And again, you know, he wasn't that impressed with anything. It was only about his glasses. On the way home, on the 3rd day, I had been sitting next to Diane, who was the driver, and we made a stop, and he wanted to change seats with me. So I sat in the back, and he sat next to Diane, and we're about 50 miles outside of Anchorage. It's dark night, and all of a sudden, a moose sprints across the road and lands smack in the windshield of the car. And Diane pulls over, and the glass is all over, shattered. And we're saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And he is sitting there, groping. He doesn't have his lenses. And Diane says, "Mario, that moose is wearing your lens, and it's about 5 miles away. But What happened? Now, Diane, I'm sure, is thinking I'm going to embarrass her as usual. No, no. She did the embarrassing, but I'm going to forgive her because the next day on public radio, now she was, public radio, thousands, millions of people found out that a middle-aged woman from New York, when their car was hit by a moose, said, which I really said this, "You mean you let the moose run wild in Alaska?" So, did she embarrass me?
No.
With millions of people, thousands, but I forgive her because I love her.
Thank you so much.
What a beautiful story. Thank you, Eleanor, and it's so special to have you here with us. So the next speaker really needs no introduction. She's our fearless leader with the planning committee. She's also the president and CEO of the Alaska Community Foundation. And word on the street is that she has claimed fame to Diane by flipping her over in a kayak in a piranha-infested river in Cambodia. Is that right, Diane? Is that okay? I thought he was just adding some spice to the talking points. I mean, come on. But please give it up for Miss Nina Kemple. Woo!
So it is true. I think I will solely have the honor of being the only one that slipped Diane Kaplan over in a kayak in the Cambodian waters, probably for the rest of time. But the funny part about that story is Diane got totally dunked. Everything fell out of the boat, but Diane got back in and we paddled for miles after that. And she was a fearless champion of us continuing on. She was, as always, our rudder and our keel. And I think that's why we're here tonight, Diane, because you got back on that boat and you kept us going. And she didn't paddle quite so hard, but we'll just leave that part of the story out. Then on behalf of the entire nonprofit sector, everybody that's here tonight, I would just like to say thank you for an amazing journey. You have taken us with you on a path that is remarkable beyond anything that I know. With all of the work that you've done, you've helped us change the work we do, and you've helped us all play a better role in making Alaska a better place. So thank you for that, Diane. You have expanded our universe in so many ways, many of which we've been talked about already tonight, but I think what you've done for most of us in this room is make us all believe that anything is possible. And that is because of the remarkable person that you are. No one in this room needs me to tell them what impact you have had on our state, but I am going to mention a couple of things. You are a commuter and connector beyond belief. There's so many projects in this state that would never have happened if it weren't for you. AK Can Do, the CARES Act funding, I could go on and on all night, but you truly, truly have made a difference. You're an innovator. Pick, Click, Give would have never happened if it didn't start with a seed inside of your head. And if you didn't see that through to Juneau, and this has already been mentioned, but I'm just going to say it too, because I've been the beneficiary of this. You're pretty wicked good at raising support for organizations in Alaska. You have an amazing ability to not just make an ask, but to make it an opportunity for somebody. And you understand the needs of our state, so you're able to go do that with the most brilliance that I've ever seen of anybody in the entire fundraising world. You are truly remarkable, and you give greatness to giving, Diane. And finally, I think we would be remiss if all of us in the room didn't say we've all benefited from Diane's insight. You have a brilliance about you that is very profound, Diane. Your perspective comes with a sense of compassion and care, and it comes from here. You've been a champion for all of us in the room. We know that. And whenever you give us input, sometimes even when it's hard, it's always spot on. And I don't know how you do that other than just brilliance. But what I love most about you, Diane, is you're an inspiration. I think you're an inspiration to everybody in this room. You make us all want to be a little bit better, try a little bit harder, strive for a goal that might be a little bit higher than we ever thought. But what you have done in your career is planted seeds for greatness. And you've done that with help along the way. You've never been shy in reaching out to somebody, sending them a note, a handwritten note, an email, a phone call. You've always done that with grace and such professionalism that we've all felt very supported by you. I had one colleague say that sometimes Diane just brightens my day. And you know what, Diane? That matters. That matters a lot. Your leadership over the last 26 years as the enthusiastic and trustworthy leader that we know has been wonderful. But what I think we most cherish is that you've always cared for others along the way. We appreciate you, Diane. We appreciate your vision for growing philanthropy in Alaska. We appreciate that you have led and will still lead us on an amazing journey, filled with success stories, stories of silver salmon, stories we have connected us all closer to our mission, stories that have changed our lives, stories that will be with us forever. Whether that's helping sell Girl Scout cookies, advocating for child care, providing opportunities for summer camp, or raising $100 million to support Alaska, it has been an amazing journey. So the last story I will tell, and I'm going to try to get through this one without crying, is I had an opportunity to take Diane as my +1 to the Olympics. And if you ever have the opportunity to take Diane to the Olympics, please do it. It's incredible. Walking through the Olympic Village with Diane and walking through the Olympic Park, you want to talk about a lot of selfies. There were a lot of selfies. But I appreciated her perspective because every day that we walked by the Olympic flame, she reminded me that why we were there and why all of those athletes were there. And she grounded me back into the spirit of the Olympics, and seeing it through her eyes was a wonderful experience. I will say that while we were waiting in the 2.5-hour line at the mega store to purchase some trinkets, Diane solved the entire business model problem for the Olympic Committee by explaining about how they could actually increase throughput for the store so that more people could buy more trinkets and then they would make more money. And I was sitting there in the line thinking, she really is brilliant. But we also had a moment that we shared that was very special. We had the opportunity to watch Keegan Randall, who is here tonight with us all, as a new CEO of the Anchorage Nordic Ski Club. But we had the chance to watch her win the gold medal. And it was quite an opportunity to share with Diane and Keegan from afar. But Diane, tonight would like to say, tonight is your night to wear the gold medal. So Keegan, if you would help me with that, we're going to present Diane with the gold medal for the night. All right, now that we have our gold medal presentation over for the evening, we are going to turn it back on to some more entertainment. So I would like to introduce Lisa Aquino from the Anchorage Neighborhood Health Clinic and her wonderful sister, Tiffany Hall, who is the CEO of Recover Alaska, and they are going to do a small performance for us this evening.
Good job. You're amazing.
without a costume change.
That's right, Trevor. Can we give Tiffany another round of applause?
And Lisa.
I like your shirt.
I like yours.
Don't you like our shirt?
Does anybody know this? Who here
Diane, do you see our shirt?
has gone to Silver Salmon or anywhere and played Snurts?
Who here has played Snurts with Diane?
All right. So there's a few people in the room that has not had this privilege. What is Snurts?
Well, in here, in your talking points, it says group solitaire.
Well, that was the kind way. But if anybody's played Snurts with Diane, it's combat solitaire.
That's right.
It's vicious. She's vicious.
And you know, it's a tradition when you go out to Silver Salmon. It's a guaranteed Snurts tournament. And so we couldn't have a celebration tonight without
recognizing Snurts.
But also, we have gifts.
Yes.
You guys want gifts?
Who likes gifts?
Who likes gifts?
Wait, I don't think they like gifts.
Wait,
who likes gifts? We have Snurts shirts. Who wants one? Back there. There. They come in all sizes. You might have to swap. Oh, come on there.
Right
Good.
here.
There. Oh, in the back.
Jeff, right here.
No, Diane does not get
Over
one.
here.
Again, this is not about her. Who wants one over there? There we go.
Here.
Catch it.
That side over
Catch
there
it.
needs some love.
Oh my
Right over
God.
here. Right here.
Oh, there you go.
Right here. Let me see. Woo,
Three
watch out,
left.
watch out.
Okay, there you go. Oh, sorry. Catch it.
Right here.
All right, there we go. You're close. There.
Over here.
Woo!
Right here. Woo! Watch out.
I'm all out. I'm sorry. But for $25.99, if you go to my website.
Oh gosh, really, Trevor?
Now, nobody give your shirt to Diane. Oh, look at that look.
Look
oh
at
my
that
God,
look.
that's the snort look.
That is the
That is the snort look. All right, Diane, just because of you, we got a special one. Of course, it's pink.
Here, let's see.
Snurts Queen.
And it's in hot pink.
Yeah. Now, we learn things from
Yes.
Snurts that have really. Oh my.
There are
Put
three
that
rules.
on camera.
Yes, 3 rules.
3
with
rules.
Snurts.
Number 1 is.
It's not cheating if you don't get caught. Number 1 rule.
Number 1 rule. And that is not how you run a company.
Yeah.
Right? That's
And if-
not how we do nonprofit work.
Can anyone tell us the second rule?
Who always wins?
Diane.
And third rule is if Diane doesn't win, what happens?
You're not invited back.
You don't get to go back to Silver Salmon. I've been once. Nobody told me the third rule. I'm so sorry, Diane.
That's too funny.
Oh, I love Snurts.
So do I. So this brings us to our next speaker, who really, like Nina, needs no introduction. Not only is she a leader within and throughout the Alaska Native community, she is the best friend, the sister, the auntie to many of us, Catherine Gottlieb.
Singers, please move over to the stairs.
He said, singers, move over to the stairs. Okay, if you're not a singer, go ahead and move over to the stairs anyway. I'm only kidding. But sometimes, you know, when you're around Diane and Diane crowd, you never know. So look at each other and say something about Diane right now. Look at each other right now. Say a word. Go. Right now. Good. Go. All right. So Chamai, Happy New Year. I'm going to tell you my speech really fast. It's going to be really, really fast. And there's a reason why. Because everyone has already covered all the good stuff, and I only have the bad stuff, and I can't say it in public. No, I'm only kidding. So I brought a card for her, And I was looking for cards, and I found one, and one said, "Just be calm, you crazy woman." And I thought, I better not give that to her now, because, she's calmer today, and her ever-ready battery isn't running right now. And then I found another card, and it said, "I always wonder why I like hanging around you." And then you open the card, and it says, "I guess it's because you need me." And I thought, that's not a good card either. But I'm going to read you the card in a few minutes, but before I do, I know that it was said earlier that you should be thinking about a word for Diane, but I have some words for Diane, and I want to let her know what those words are. And you are all thinking of words too, and you already got asked by Trevor to put those words out, but I need to say them, and you need to hear them for what I think. And whenever I think of Diane, I think she is a visionary. I think she's relational. I think she's talented and strong. I think she's a multitasker. I think she's sharp and ingenious. I think she's really caring. She's a networker. She's insightful, enthusiastic, creative, global traveler. She's a celebrity, and she's a fisherwoman. She's determined, she's skilled, she's a great cook, she's generous, she's artsy, colorful gardener, bright, loving, intelligent, poet, singer, leader, dedicated, kind, loyal, woman of integrity, dependable, trustworthy, food critic, Snurt's queen. I know it was already said, but I just have to say it again. It's on my list. Adventurous, courageous, confident, superstar, problem solver, award winner. She's resilient. She's beautiful and a blessing. She is loved as a daughter, a mom, mother, sister, auntie, grandma, wife, and friend. And now I'm going to read you the card I did pick. The roots of friendship grow deep when planted and matured with care, tended and tilled with affection, showered with love and prayer. And it's not by me, it's by another author on a card, and it's a little magnet thing. So finally, I know you have a long time standing. For those of you who are standing and not sitting down, I just have one more thing to say. I know you are all connected personally to Diane. But I just want to close by saying, I am her favorite. I am her favorite. I'm her favorite.
Thank you so much, Catherine. If everybody turns their attention to the stairs,
We're up here.
in total tradition, we have put together a song for Diane. As everybody assembles, I just want to recognize that this was co-written. Our MC here helped out, and Nicholas Galanin put this together, so thank you all. And of course, we are being led by Emma Hill, and we have the second to last winners of the America's Got Talent Choir. And I repeat, second to last. We didn't even come close to first. We didn't actually get selected to move on. That's how last we are. But we're going to put this song together. All right, Emma.
All right, are we ready, everyone? Is everybody here? Okay. Ooh, you guys look fabulous. All right, music, please.
Mommy, I love you. Love you, Diane. Woo! Thank you, choir. Oh, that was an amazing song. All right. As our next speaker is going to be the president and CEO of the, my apologies, the Alaska Humanities Forum, Cameron Perez. His claim to fame, he told me, was he beat Diane at nerds.
Snurts.
Snurts.
Yes.
I grew up with them called nerds, but snurts.
My only claim to fame.
Yeah, and he's only been to Civil Salmon Camp once.
Don't tell anybody, though.
Yeah.
Don't tell Diane.
It's all yours.
Thank you, Trevor. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? Do you like my outfit? Awesome. Well, welcome. My name is Cameron Perez Verdia. I'm originally from Utqiagvik, up in formerly known as Barrow. I do serve as the president and CEO of the Alaska Humanities Forum, and I also have the honor of representing West Anchorage on the Anchorage Assembly. And it is a true honor to be here today. Among so many people that I know and love, it's really an amazing space. And I know we're all here to celebrate Diane. And as I prepared for my comments tonight, I thought a lot about my experience and my time with Diane. I thought back, it's been 20 years. And now I remembered the first time that I met Diane. And I was working at Cook Inlet Tribal Council with Gloria O'Neill. And I had the honor of being in a room with Diane, Gloria, Susan Anderson, and Carol Gore. And I remember being a pretty relatively young person at the time and thinking, what an amazing group of leaders that I get to be in a room with. And I remember really clearly watching Diane listen to these three women talk about the challenges that they faced, the challenges in their community. But I remember them talking about the possibility, the things that they wanted to see happen, the things that they thought were possible. And I remember very clearly Diane pausing and saying, let's do it. Let's make it happen. And Diane was amazing at that time. It was like anything was possible. And the things that so many of us thought were impossible, she thought she could do, and she knew she could do. And did she make it happen? Absolutely. Over the last 20 years, I can't believe how this state has transformed because of the work of Diane Kaplan. And it's just an amazing thought to think back over that period of time. So as I thought about this speech, I thought about three things: possibility and transformation, and the things that have happened because of her leadership. The second thing I thought about is compassion. I don't know anyone who cares as much about this state and the communities in the state as Diane. And that has been shown time and time again as she travels through the state and makes real change in our communities. The third thing is what's happening tonight. It's connection. Diane brings people together. She brings nonprofit leaders, she brings government, she brings for-profit, she brings everyone together to connect and build community. And that's what's happening tonight. And I can't think of a better example of what you've done in your career at the Rasmussen Foundation than this night right now. Bringing the people that are so important to this state and making such a difference together. So I know that a lot of us, and I can speak, I think, for a lot of nonprofit leaders, that this is a little bit scary, this transition, right? That we have someone that we trust, someone that we know, someone that we can rely on, and transitioning out of this such an important role. And it's scary, and we don't know what's next. And I know we're going to be okay, but we're going to miss you. We're going to miss you a lot. And we know you're going to go on and do amazing things. But tonight, we want to celebrate Diane and all that she's accomplished and the relationships that she built throughout this state. So if you would join me in a round of applause and welcoming Diane to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Diane Kaplan.
Thank you, everyone. Am I supposed to say something too? Thank you all for being here. It means an enormous amount to me. You're my people. Everything that I've had the opportunity to do across the state has been with wonderful, wonderful people who have chosen a life of service and have pursued it with vigor and heart and love and talent. And what could be a better life than that, really? I am just so grateful for all of you. I always used to say, in speaking for Rasmussen Foundation, anytime we got a compliment, it was something that one of you did, never for something that we did. And I never forgot that, and always wanted our staff to know that the people who are working every day, solving problems, delighting the world with their beautiful art, making sure women who have been abused have a place to go, making sure kids who are hungry have food to eat, making sure people have access to health care, making sure that people have spiritual opportunities, that they have internet, that they have a job, that they, all the things that you do every single day, that is my reward for all of the work. And I've been so lucky, you've seen many of them up here, to have such wonderful partners to work with, to have a great family that has supported me, wonderful staff that have buoyed me over the years. I just want you to know how important you all are to this state. And you really are the backbone, you're the moral courage of this state, you're the caring, you're the commitment, you're the talent that makes this state run and that will make it greater as time goes on. I've been really blessed to be in this job and to have you all behind me, beside me, in front of me, pushing me, leading. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart how grateful I am for each and every one of you. So thank you so much for this.
Hop, 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 hop. Back up. Back up. No, no. Yes. Woo! Never thought I'd get to give Diane the finger. I know. Come on.
Not appropriate, not appropriate.
Oh, I got a kiss this time. That is awesome. That's awesome. Well, before you step away, we're going to ask Herb from ANSEP to join us up here on stage. He has a little something for you. Herb?
There we go.
Absolutely. When did I said no to you?
Who's been here all evening saying, what is silver salmon? There's got to be some people, right?
Does
No?
anybody not know silver salmon?
I believe in inclusiveness. I want everyone to know, not have a private joke. But the good news is there's a beautiful, beautiful camp. It's on the other side of the Cook Inlet. Many of you have gotten to go on nonprofit retreats. And we had to find a way, a bunch of us, to make it sustaining. And we're doing that. So in the future, it'll have many partners, and anyone who wants to go, who has a desire to be part of a program and see the beautiful outdoors and fish with bears and all that stuff, will be able to. So now everyone's included.
Excellent.
So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Herb Schroeder. I'm the guy who started the Alaska Native Science and Engineering program in 1995, and I've known Diane almost all that time. And I can say there's probably a lot of people in the room who feel like I do, that you could never have a truer friend than Diane Kaplan. Thank you, Diane.
Okay.
All right. Bring that on up, so Dan, just so you have a glass as well. Everybody, just grab your glass. In good tradition, raise it to Diane, to us, to our community. Thank you.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Diane.
Here, here.
We love you. Cheers. Cheers. And to everyone on Zoom,
Yes,
cheers.
Zoom. Woo. We are at the end of the program, but we're not end for the night. We have this place until 9 o'clock. There's still a lot of things to enjoy at the bar. There's plenty of food. More importantly, each other's company. With the past couple of years, we didn't always get these opportunities. Now we do. Let's continue that networking. Let's continue hugging and getting to know each other. Thank you all for being here. Reminder, we do have the memorial, not the memorial. Did I just? Oh my Lord. I knew I was going to slip up at some time. But memory, not
He's
that type
getting
of
old.
memorial. I am getting old. We have the memory book. I know. Leave it to Trevor, right? It was going to
50
happen.
is the new 40. I'm just kidding. So.
But fill that out, and Diane will be here all night. Please selfie with her, give her hugs, and enjoy the evening.
And
on behalf of everybody,
we want to say a very
Thank you.
special thanks. Where is
Elizabeth
Miller
back there.
Please
Thank you.
give her a round of applause, and all of the contractors, volunteers who put the beautiful decor together, and the event staff. We just want to say Kunashishkawa, thank you. But we really could not have done this event without Elizabeth. So
She herded
enjoy-
cats.
Yes, she herded cats. So please enjoy, drink the drink, eat the food, write the message, take the selfie. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you so much.